Oh, hey, so now I'm reading this book, The Alchemist's Handbook, by Frater Albertus. The Alchemist's Handbook has long been considered a modern day classic on the actual practice of alchemy since its first publication in 1960. The book still stands as a groundbreaking work presented in clear, concise language, a practical manual of working knowledge that was formerly handed down only under the oath of secrecy. Formerly handed down under oath of secrecy, this clear, concise handbook discusses the fundamental principles of alchemy, directions for the formation of an inexpensive home laboratory, including the necessary equipment, and step by step instructions for the work of the lesser circulation. So I have this book and I'm on reading it, and this is from page 14. What then is alchemy? It is the raising of vibrations. There you go. So, hanging out with the low vibrations, hanging out with the dark, sticking up for the dark, aiding the dark, any of that stuff is not going to get you anywhere. Okay? Video response to somebody, not going to say her name. I don't know if she knows what she's doing or not. Who knows? Once again, real smart lady. You got to love this stuff. This, well, talking about Callie. Everybody just focuses on the negative and about all the bad stuff she did, but not the good stuff and all this. It's not the same person. It's not the same person. That's the imposter. The good divine feminine can't do any of those terrible, terrible things. They can't. And just think about what you're saying. Just think about what you're saying. You walk into a party, you're like, this is my friend Callie. She's real cool. She has a mean streak though. Sometimes she just eats babies or shoves things up their butts or sells them or murders them, just whatever. Sometimes she does that, but she remembers my birthday and she says nice things every now and then. I'm sure you two would be a real hit and they'd want to get to know you. And this whole pain is the only teacher and the best teacher. You know, one of my oddly enough, one of my favorite shows, My Cat from Hell. And as you can imagine from the title, it's a reality show of a dude. It's like the Dog Whisperer. You know, the guy who fixes dogs. The same thing, except for it's for cats. And boy, oh boy, there's just something I never really cared about the Dog Whisperer, but there's something about these cats. I mean, the stuff they do is just absolutely insane. I mean, it's crazy. And I think the title of the show and the fact that they're like calling somebody for help is so justified in some of these cases because it's just like, wow. But here's my point. Pain is the best teacher, huh? So what this guy's name is Jackson Galaxy. You gotta love that. You know what he never did? Just like you won't see the Dog Whisperer doing this shit either. They don't walk into the room, they say, you know what we're going to do to your cat? We're going to beat the shit out of it, and that'll fix it. We're going to cause it so much pain. We're going to do mental pain too, so badly that it might want to kill itself or take its life. No, they don't do anything like that, do they? Nope, they sure don't. They use something. Usually they use sound. They use whistles. They use tones. They use frequency. They don't go beat on it. And how are you any different than an animal? Guess what? You're a zodiac. You come from the zodiac. You come from the stars. The zodiac, that stands for zoo. It's all animals except for the firstborn son, Uranus. That's the only one that's not an animal. And that says so in the freaking symbolism. Let's find it. Let's look at it. Because, you don't talk about it. You can't. One rule. The rule number one of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. That's tough love. The first boxer ever. Idiots. I just don't know where you guys come up with this stuff. Either you're paid or you're just got too much butt stuff going on. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not. I'm just being honest. That's a little boy coming out of a mom's womb. Are you insane? Or you just can't see that? Now, you ain't going to see nobody else in the zodiac that's got that symbol. All right? So let's just quit being silly. And best of luck to you. You got a whole other, sounds like you got a whole other incarnation coming up to get it figured out. It's not that difficult. I don't know what's ever, like I said, YouTube is not, that's why I don't mess with YouTube anymore, man. I'm telling you, I ain't interested in talking to nobody. I don't know what's so difficult for everybody, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. And I tell you what, that's what her whole thing is, free will. Choose to love me. I'll let you decide. And I'm sorry about the butt stuff, but I was watching Roseanne, her podcast, and she was talking about, her own words, she sold herself to the devil. She sold her soul to the devil, which you can't do anyway. Again, all illusion because the soul belongs to mom who created it. But anyway, it's all illusion and it's a trick that works just like all the same shit I'm showing you now. And she said after she made it to Hollywood, she was invited to one of those little sex parties. And she said herself, everybody was shoving things up their butts. This is weird, man. How about Joe Biden? Butt buddy, right? You don't remember that, do you? Okay, well, let me show you. Here you go.
Neil Smith, an old butt buddy. Are you here, Neil?
And remember, the FBI and everybody has now, it's all official that his son Hunter Biden's laptop is true. And on that laptop, and in Hunter Biden's own words, and also Ashley, I think that's her name, right? The daughter, they call this guy Pedo Pete. That's in their own words. I'm not saying that. That's what they say. And so, of course, when you're that, you're going to do.
Neil Smith, an old butt buddy. Are you here, Neil?
So it's just, I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you how it is, which is not why people don't like that. They sure don't. CheapAFvideos.com. What have you done for love today?